students, hi! Today we're going to discuss Unit 4, Period 4 and 5 about a great leader. Let's start looking at the reading comprehension and the vocabulary related to this reading. First of all, we will identify the goals of this lesson. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to identify the meanings of the new vocabulary, to use the new vocabs in meaningful sentences, to skim the text for the main ideas, and then to scan the text for details. Let's start together by looking at the meaning of some new vocabulary that you are expected to learn at the end of this lesson. Let's start with the first word, and that is battle. The word battle is a noun, and it means a fight or a conflict, as you can see in the picture. Let's have an example sentence. The battle lasted for several hours. Now, let's look at the second picture. And yes, the word is defeat. Defeat is a verb which means to overcome or to beat. Salah Al-Din defeated the Crusaders in the Battle of Hattin. The third word is die. Die is a verb which means to stop living. Many people died from coronavirus or COVID-19. Now let's look at the other word. We have God. We all love God. God is a noun. God is the supreme creator of the universe. God helps those who help themselves. And from the picture, you can expect the word. Yes, it's peace. Peace is a noun, which means harmony in personal relations. No fighting, no attacking. Peace and order were finally restored in the town. Now, let's look at believe. Believe is a verb which means to consider to be true or honest. An example sentences: I couldn't believe her story. She never tells the truth. Now, after we have looked at all the new vocabulary that you are expected to learn in this lesson, I want you all to bring your notebook and use these words in meaningful sentences. And I know you can do it. But while doing this exercise, please pay attention to write correct sentences using a subject like Ali, Sami, Suha, and the verb, and then to use the correct punctuation marks. Always remember to give an idea or a good idea when you write a sentence. Now let's look at the text. Let's try to skim the text to understand the main ideas that are mentioned in the text. Let's look at the pictures, at the title, at the subtitles. Let's read quickly the main ideas or the topic sentences in each paragraph. And now let's try together to answer the following questions. 1. Who is the text talking about? Yes, the text is talking about Salah Al-Din, the great leader. And the second question, what are the most important achievements of Salah Al-Din? Yes, Salah Al-Din had done 2 important achievements. The first one is he had brought together large parts of the Muslim world. He united the Arabs together. And then he also freed Jerusalem from the Crusaders. And the third question is, why was he considered a leader ahead of his time? This is because he was brave and intelligent. He also behaved fairly and generously, even with his enemies. Now, I want you to read the text thoroughly and try to say what happened in the following years. Let's look at the years together. 1182, 1187, 1189, 1192, and finally 1193. I hope while trying to answer to these questions to try to draw a map or a shape or whatever can help you in following what happened in these years and organizing your own ideas, because drawing and shapes helps a lot. I hope you have got similar answers like mine. So let's start looking at the years and what happened in these years. First, in 1182, Salah Al-Din started preparing to free Jerusalem. Then, in 1187, he won the Battle of Hattin, and he took Jerusalem from the hands of Crusaders. In 1182, the next crusade began. And in 1182 and 1992, most of the Crusaders died or went home. After that, in 1192, Crusaders again tried to attack Jerusalem, but King Richard became sick. And then the two leaders made peace together. Finally, in 1193, Salah Al-Din died in Damascus. After reading the text carefully, I want you to try to check your understanding by trying to decide if the following sentences are true or false. Let's look at them together. A. Until almost the end of Salah Al-Din's life, Jerusalem had remained under Muslim control. Yes, this is true. B. Salah Al-Din took Jerusalem soon after he and his men had defeated the Crusaders at the Battle of Hattin. True. C. A new crusade began immediately after Jerusalem had fallen. This is false. It's not immediately after that. They took time to prepare themselves and to attack again. D. Only 2,000 Crusaders arrived in Palestine. True. And the last one, E. In the end, the peace between Salah Al-Din and King Richard gave each side something important. True. Now, we read about Salah Al-Din and we looked at details of his life story. I want you now to try to think, what have you learned from such a great, brilliant leader who has done great, important achievements in the history of Muslims? I think we have learned a lot from him, and the most important lessons that we have learned from Salah Al-Din are: Salah Al-Din offers a window into the rich history and peacefulness of Islam. He's a model of how we should respond in moments of peril and fear. For Salah Al-Din, victory is changing the hearts of your enemies with gentleness and kindness. Another lesson that we learn from Salah Al-Din is that to achieve your goals and dreams, you need to have determination, a vision, and a clear plan. Please, now I want you to start thinking about what other lessons do you learn from the life story of Salah Al-Din. And let's ask ourselves this question: do we, in our modern life, in our days, do we need such a brilliant leader to help us regain our dignity and peaceful life? Do we need a leader like him today? Why? Dear students, I hope that you have enjoyed what we have learned today and that you have learned a lot from the life story of such a great, brilliant leader. I want you all to work hard to reach your goals, because you can reach what you are dreaming of, and always remember to dream big. Thank you.